यूएस ईरान सिचुएशन अभी एस्केलेट होने जा रहा है, स्पेशली व्हेन यूएस अभी वहाँ पे थर्ड वेव ऑफ एयर स्ट्राइक्स के साथ अटैक किया है। एंड आई थिंक देयर इज मोर टू कम आफ्टर दिस, बिकॉज मेरे को नहीं लगता कि ट्रम्प चाचा अभी सेटिस्फाइड हुए हैं इससे।
All right, viewers, we have another big breaking news development. Let's go across to that. US has struck Iran's Omidyeh airport. Now, new footage has emerged showing the aftermath of the reported US airstrikes against Omidyeh airport in Khuzestan province of Iran. Now, Omidyeh airport is located in southwestern Iran, a region that houses key energy infrastructure and has strategic proximity to the Persian Gulf. Now, Iranian outlets have not yet released official casualty figures or details on which specific targets inside the airport were hit. Now, authorities in Khuzestan have also not issued a formal statement as of now. Now, the reported strikes on Omidyeh comes amid a wider escalation with other reports of US strikes and explosions in central Iran and across the Gulf in recent hours. So this is huge, ladies and gentlemen. This is another strikes visuals on your screen. The footage shows aftermath of US strikes in Iran, in an airport in Iran, deep inside Iran. Airports are getting struck by the United States military. This is significant. This is huge, as you can see. Which section of the airport has been hit? This has to be ascertained, and there has to be confirmation from the Iranian side on this. However, possibly the military installations, military assets, which are mostly kept in the airport side, the military aircrafts, that becomes a target of the US strikes, and this time also, but no casualty figures have been released by the Iranian regime in this case. But these are the visuals, ladies and gentlemen, of the US strikes which have hit Iran's Omidyeh airport.
और दूसरा न्यूज़ में ये है कि यूएस कमांड सेंटर वहाँ पे वो खुद एडमिट किया है कि वो लोग अभी लॉन्च किया है मिसाइल्स। एंड नॉट ओनली दैट, वो लोग वहाँ पे बहुत सारा सीरीज़ का अटैक किया था, जब वो लोग ईरान एयरफोर्स का भी बेस को उड़ा दिया एब्सोल्युटली, इंक्लूडिंग यूएस। इट डेफिनेटली नोज कि भाई वो ये अपना एनिमीज़ को अटैक कहाँ करना है एंड हाउ दे आर एक्चुअली गोइंग टू सॉर्ट दिस आउट।
The U.S. Central Command announced that the American forces have begun launching their third round of strikes this week against Iran after the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, attacked a vessel in the Strait of Hormuz. U.S. also accused Tehran of failing to demonstrate adherence to the Memorandum of Understanding after being held accountable for earlier attacks on commercial vessels. The development comes shortly after Iran announced that it is closing the Strait of Hormuz until further notice after the IRGC fired warning shots at a vessel taking an unauthorized route. The move further seems to jeopardize the already strained ceasefire agreement with the U.S., which the two sides signed nearly a month ago. At 7:15 p.m. ET today, U.S. Central Command forces began launching the third round of strikes this week against Iran after Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps forces blatantly attacked MV GFS Galaxy, a Cyprus-flagged container ship transiting the Strait of Hormuz. A civilian crew member is missing, and the vessel is unable to continue the journey due to an onboard fire and significant engine room damage. Iran was provided yet another opportunity to demonstrate adherence to the Memorandum of Understanding after being held accountable for earlier attacks on commercial vessels, but has again failed. In response, the United States is imposing a heavy cost by continuing to degrade Iran's ability to attack civilian mariners and commercial ships freely transiting the strait. The strike
And the fact of the matter is कि ईरान absolutely retaliate करेगा because इसके बाद ही वो लोग straight up other countries पे attack कर दिया था.
United States forces began launching a third round of strikes this week against Iran. This comes after Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps forces allegedly attacked the MV GFS Galaxy, a Cyprus-flagged container ship transiting the Strait of Hormuz. A civilian crew member is missing, and the vessel is unable to continue its journey due to an onboard fire and significant engine room damage. Meanwhile, Iran claims the vessel was struck by a warning shot in the Strait of Hormuz after attempting to travel along an unauthorized route. The United States attacked targets in Iran following the initial strike, which had set the container ship ablaze and forced its crew to abandon it. The U.S. military's Central Command said it hit roughly 140 targets in these strikes, far more than the previous two rounds. The operations targeted missile and drone launch sites, ammunition dumps, communication equipment, and other strategic assets. Iran has launched attacks on Persian Gulf nations after the United States targeted several military sites inside Iran. Iran launched missiles and drones toward Bahrain, Kuwait, Qatar, and the UAE. Video footage appears to show an Iranian projectile being intercepted over Qatar. Reports suggest a U.S. base in Bahrain was among the targets in the Iranian offensive. The video shows American HIMARS missiles being fired from Bahraini soil to intercept incoming Iranian projectiles.
Regardless of this, at the end of the day, someone can only hope कि ये war रुक जाए and we can have peace. Anyways, guys, that's about it for this video. Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section. आप लोग क्या सोचते हैं? And do leave a like and a subscribe if you want more of my content. That's about it. Peace out. Have fun.